So last year, during the Gilbert Arenas podcast, Sheryl Swoopes famously was trying to stir the pot. All right? Or as I like to call it or refer to it as, start some shit. That's what she was trying to do in regards to the Indiana Fever and their locker room situation.
Did you catch the latest WNBA drama? Sheryl Swoopes revealed that Caitlin Clark's influence was causing the Indiana Fever to unravel, with Kelsey Mitchell being sidelined. Mitchell's reaction? You won't believe it.
So Sheryl Swoopes has said absolute nonsense, and she is trying to speak it into existence. She is trying to break up the Fever. She is actually trying to break up the Indiana Fever, which is not a surprise.
You won't believe this. Kelsey Mitchell is back. She's signed for next season and landed one of the biggest contracts in WNBA history. It's a twist no one expected, and the reactions from both the team and fans are absolutely mind-blowing.
Man, I got to tell you, Sheryl Swoopes is getting crushed. Yesterday, today, after Kelsey Mitchell agreed to resign.
Kelsey Mitchell is back. She's signed for next season with one of the biggest contracts in WNBA history. The reactions from the team and fans, unbelievable.
There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
No,
new
that,
some
yeah, like
shit's
it's a
going on
lot.
around there.
It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I
don't want to be here.
this is where
Players are clashing, egos are flaring, and team unity is crumbling fast. There are claims that no one wants to stay, as if the locker room has turned into a suffocating space no one can escape.
She came on and was claiming that it was a sort of toxic environment, and I guess Caitlin Clark fans were making it hard on other players, and they were really struggling. Maybe some people wanted out of there. She was heavily referring to Kelsey Mitchell.
But it doesn't end there. Now, she's pointing fingers at Caitlin Clark's fans, claiming they're making life harder for the other players. Swoopes says the spotlight on Clark is stirring up unnecessary tension and even mentions Kelsey Mitchell, saying she's not getting the recognition she truly deserves.
because there were people who were saying they should win the championship. Now, y'all, be realistic. I was very realistic. Yeah, they should make the playoffs, which they did. And for the most part, I totally agree with you. I think Christy did as good of a job as she could have. Managing all of the craziness, all of the Caitlin mania, all of the hype, all of the media. It was just so much that came with that. And then, personally, here's where I think they didn't do a very good job, and that was with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an unrestricted free agent, because Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season. And I don't think she got the credit that she deserved. But you said it, there was so much she had to deal with.
You might be wondering, why is Swoopes stirring up all this drama? She's not playing for or coaching the Fever, yet it feels like she's throwing bombs from the sidelines. But when you dig deeper, it's clear there's no real substance to her claims, just rumors and noise.
To do what she did this year with that team, with all the fans coming for, it just was ugly, right? It was just ugly. But for her to be able to do what she did with that team, get them to the playoffs since 2016, I believe, was the last time they were in the playoffs. And then the season's over, and you wait until a few days ago to say thank you, but no thank you.
Here's the twist. Swoopes may not have all the facts because Kelsey Mitchell, the player she said wasn't getting enough recognition, just re-signed with the Fever for a massive $249,200 one-year deal.
And Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever welcome back Kelsey Mitchell after officially re-signing her in free agency on Wednesday. Clark and the organization paid tribute to the veteran guard after she put pen to paper.
It's almost like Mitchell saw all the drama and thought, nah, I'm staying right here. When she walked back into the arena, the crowd went wild. Fans were screaming and jumping out of their seats. It felt more like a rock concert than a basketball game.
Stay.
And I met one of the greatest people in the world, Caitlin Clark, who's like just ran the basketball world. So I think together we hope to make you guys proud. We hope to make you guys feel like you're a part of our success and our journey. And I'm here. Let's do it.
Can you imagine Swoopes' reaction as she saw that? After all of her talk about tension with Caitlin Clark, Mitchell walks right up to her and gives her a big bear hug. Talk about completely defying expectations.
She's smart. No, not only is she a badass, just a straight gunslinger on the court. I mean, she gets to play with Caitlin Clark. I mean, right there. Then I met one of the greatest people in the world, Caitlin Clark. Oh boy, Sheryl Swoopes, not looking good right now.
You'd see the joy on both their faces. Mitchell even posted saying, "I am excited to be back." Doesn't sound like someone in a toxic environment. The Fever locker room isn't the disaster Swoopes painted. Mitchell is fully committed, saying, "I hope to make you guys proud," sending a clear message. "I'm all in."
They wanted this duo right here that was hanging out together, literally hanging out together. Wanted them to break apart. All right, yeah, Robin Lundberg, don't let.
There's been talk of players targeting Caitlin Clark, but Mitchell is stepping up. It's like she's saying, "You want to mess with my teammate? You've got to go through me." With Clark and Mitchell, plus the team's commitment to keeping talent, the Fever's future is looking bright.
Somebody go tell Sheryl Swoopes, miserable ass, so I can see her crash out. Caitlin Clark effect.
This isn't just about the Fever. It's about the entire WNBA. With all the drama and bold moves, people are paying attention. This season is shaping up to be legendary. Mitchell and Clark aren't just changing the game. They're reshaping women's basketball. Love them or hate them, they're making history.
I'm guessing, and I'm going to keep it real, I think the only person, and this is just reckless speculation if you want to call it that, Nalissa Smith, I would guess, would be the one that she may have heard wanted out. Now, whether or not Sheryl Swoopes actually heard that from her or heard it from somebody like Dejanay Carrington, who knows? But she heavily implied that it was Kelsey Mitchell, and well, you were wrong.
Social media is blowing up, and Sheryl Swoopes is at the center of it. It's like a digital dunk contest, but with memes and roasts instead of basketballs. Remember when Swoopes was all doom and gloom about the Fever? Now fans are firing back with some seriously hot...
Don't let Sheryl see this. Sheryl Swoopes somewhere seeing that push notification on her phone. Yeah, she's losing it. And can we do a 1-year deal? In case you guys do not know this, that's a lot of money in the WNBA. I'm not even going to kid you. That's a lot of money, right? Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. It's not where players want to be. Nailed it again, Sheryl Swoopes, laughing my ass.
What's up, everybody? Kelsey Mitchell here, and I'm a Fever girl again. So, to my fans, to the basketball world, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be back. And he's been good to me, and hopefully I could pour in and give the same. So, here's to being a Fever girl.
If you don't literally want to play with what is the biggest phenom to ever walk into your league, if you don't want to be a part of that, ooh, I mean, look, the players playing other places, players around the league, they can't stand Caitlin. You can tell.